2019 Eisenhower Eagle football season started out with a visit to the Zenith Prep Kickoff Classic at Wayne State. But like all teams across Michigan, they had to grind through the dog days of summer, which is where we caught up with Eagle head coach Chris Smith.
Set, hit, gain ground, good, get rid of them. Get rid of them, don't hang on them, Brinkman.
We got, a few guys back in positions. I think we got 6 on offense and 6 on defense back. But we got a lot of guys that also have a lot of playing time, and so we got guys, we got pieces there. And I think the main thing you try to get, especially early in the season, is you're trying to get that team chemistry, guys working for each other, and you're hoping the guys like each other. We've all coached a lot of teams that maybe they don't get along very well, but this team is different. They seem to all get along, and the chemistry is there for them. So that's a good start for us. And we've had a successful program at Eisenhower since long before I was there, and really we just try to preach, the tradition of Eisenhower and the things that have happened in the past, and then trying to build your own legacy off of that. We always look for a tough opponent. I don't really care who we play. We'll play anybody, win or lose. It just gives you a good sense of where your team's at. If you don't play a really good football team that first game, then you don't know where you're at. Your kids might get a false sense of how good they are. This way, you play a tough team, you play a good team. There's no false sense of anything. Your kids know right where they're at and what you have to do to get better and what you have to do to compete in our league, which is, I think the MAC Red's still one of the toughest leagues in the whole state of Michigan. So.
Wayne State's Adams Field was the site of the first ever matchup between the Eisenhower Eagles and the Birmingham Brother Rice Warriors. Brother Rice came out trying to spread the Eagle defense, relying on senior quarterback Greg Piscoping. A couple of first downs on their opening drive, but eventually the Eagles defense tightened. Ike's first drive saw Nick Sefcovic with a nice gain, but the Eagles' offense soon got a taste of the Brother Rice defense. But the Warriors would turn it over to the Eagles on their next drive, where the Eagles' Mario Guitar falls on it, and Ike has great field position. Feeling the pressure, Eagles senior quarterback Blake Rasticue breaks and runs it for about 8 yards. He would then hook up with Steve Nadolski for the first down on Brother Rice's 24. But Rice's linebacker, Cameron Terrell, would catch Aiden Ives well behind the line of scrimmage for a big loss. Rasticue soon found himself on the run trying to avoid the Warrior defenders, but to no avail. Ike then went to the air on 3rd and 4th downs, eventually turning the ball back over to Brother Rice. First half of the second quarter saw Brother Rice eat up a lot of clock and a lot of yardage, working their way down to the Eagle 21. Then Eisenhower's Michael Gardini and Ian West hunted down Piscoping, forcing Rice to attempt a field goal. And the score stays tied at 0. The Eagle offense found themselves in tight quarters, and the Warrior defense tried to capitalize. A scrambling Rasticue sees Ethan Barker, but the play is called back as the refs say Blake crossed the line of scrimmage. Ike would punt and Brother Royce would make use of the short field, starting at the Eisenhower 25. Piscopink would keep it on 3rd down and 7 and put the Warriors up 7-0 with 5:18 left in the second quarter. The half ended with defense, Ike's Ian West with a sack on Piscopink, and the teams headed back to the locker rooms with Rice up 7-0. The Eagles had a couple of chances in the second half to put some points on the board, but the Warrior D's seemed to catch all the breaks and the Ike ball carriers. Later, Rice would miss another field goal, which kept it at 7-0. Which made for an exciting final drive for Eisenhower, where Rasticue had success moving the ball, finding Aiden Eves for 27 and 5-yard receptions. But Rasticue would get swarmed for back-to-back sacks. Which made for a last-minute heroic attempt, which came up short. It was a defensive battle throughout, but the Brother Rice Warriors fend off Ike's last-minute push to win 7-0. We'll have interviews with the coach and players when the Ike Review returns after these messages.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Hi, I'm your host, Smokey Cole Bear, filling in for Smokey because after 75 years of...
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Turns out there's much more to say. Nearly 90% of wildfires are caused by us humans being careless, dumping our used barbecue coals willy-nilly. Guess the song was wrong. We did start the fire. That's why I respect Mother Nature and her trees, whether coniferous or new car scented. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
You met a tough Brother Rice team. You guys matched them pretty much toe-to-toe all day.
Yeah, we gave ourselves a 7-0 game. We played great defense, I think, today. We struggled a little bit offensively, and we definitely got to get better in that area. But, first game, I'm proud of the way our kids played, how hard they played. They never gave up on the game, and they could have easily have given up at times. So it's a good start. We're very young on defense, and so I'm really proud of those young players, how they stepped up and played today.
Well, injuries are never an excuse. You were a little bit short on the offensive line of starters today. How many guys were really out?
We have 4 guys out, but you still got to play the game, so it's not an excuse. Those guys that are in there got to step up and play like starters, and because they are. I mean, they're on the field, they're starting, they got to play like it. And so, we never make an excuse of that. We just have to get better in that area.
What do you attribute the offensive performance to? What would seem to be the problems getting it going?
Well, I think they really put a lot of pressure on our quarterback. And I think that was a big thing. They brought a lot of guys, and we didn't block them very well. So. That's, you got to give all the credit over there to Brother Rice. They did some confusing things to us that we didn't see from last season or from the 4-way scrimmage, and took us a while to adjust to it. But that's a good coach, well-coached team over there. Adam's doing a great job at Brother Rice. So, like I said, for our kids, I'm proud of the way we played.
A defensive player of the game, Ian West, and Ian, you were in the trenches all day against a tough Brother Rice team. But were they double teaming you out there?
Oh yeah, a lot. It was tough, man. Had to fight through it.
And Explain why you think you were so successful today on defense.
Well, they're slow. I'm quick. My defensive guys, they help me out on the back. That's why I'm so successful.
You guys went down 7-0, and the defense had to come up with some big stops. What were you guys saying to yourself in the huddle?
Got to keep pushing. Got to keep doing what we do best. Play defense. You know, it's tough. Offense, just couldn't get something going, man. Just that day. So you just got to play D.
Talk a little bit about their fumble that in the second half, the turnover that was picked up. Was it?
And that was exciting. I think it was a backward pass, I think. And he picked it up, man. Ooh, excitement was flowing through my veins.
How do you feel now after you've had the first game under your belt?
I feel that we have a lot of work to do, but it was a good showing. We just got a lot of work to do.
Aiden, offense had a tough time today, but it seems late in the fourth quarter you guys started getting it going, you particularly.
Yeah, we started passing a lot more, which worked. We ran the same play they weren't covering, and we got it down. Not really, but we got to score more.
And what about this first game against Brother Rice? You're a sophomore and you're up against a legendary team. And what did it feel like when you stepped on the field?
I got banged around a lot, but I'm ready for that. It's going to be like that all season, so got to be ready for it.
On that last pass play where you in the fourth quarter when you went down the sidelines, did you think you had a chance to score?
Yeah, I thought I did, but he had my ankles and I couldn't go anywhere, so had me stop.
What do you attribute the lack of offense to today?
The offensive line wasn't blocking, run plays weren't working. Yeah, that's it.
What do you think about the rest of the season for this team?
I think we're going to be a good team. This first game doesn't mean anything to us, and we're going to have a great season.
Sports give so many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
Next up for the Eagles, a visit from the Warren-Cousino Patriots. We'd like to thank you for watching the Eisenhower Eagle Football Review, and we'll see you at Swinehart.